All right. Well, here we are. This is the second to last episode of the season. I got spoiled on the title of it already, which isn't too bad because they always give you the title pretty close in from the beginning. It's called The Believer. So I have no idea what that can mean, but apparently we're going to go bust out the sharpshooter from the prison heist episode, and that'll be what this episode is about, pretty much. Let's see what else they can pack in. Looks like the opening of Fallen Order a little bit. Except now it's Imperial era technology instead of Clone Wars era technology.
Got a job for you.
Hey!
Inmate 34667. Please follow martial duty.
Where is she taking me?
See, this is actually hilarious because this is played for as a joke, but actually this is telling us a lot about how the New Republic operates. It's still very new, but it's also still very bureaucratic, just like the Old Republic was, which is part of why the Resistance was necessary later in the first place, because the New Republic was so slow to act. So this is her just like using the fact that the New Republic is both short on manpower and high on bureaucracy to just kind of slip a little prison break in here. Ooh, cleaned up.
You know, for a second I thought you were this other guy.
Oh, wow. I've been making fun of all the various Boba costumes this season. This one is the one that most people are going to be the most excited about because they don't have to do a crazy weathered paint job. Just paint it. That's the freshest his armor has ever looked in live action. He was actually thinking about just staying there. Wow. I never thought I'd see Boba with fresh, painted, non-battle damaged armor. It's nice to see a lush mining planet. Usually in Star Wars they're always all totally desolate.
Fennec will go.
No, I'm wanted by the ISB.
We have too many wanted people.
Let's just say they might recognize my face.
Great. So it's me going in alone.
This is hilarious.
No way.
Well, you're wanted, you're infamous.
But I won't be showing my face.
He's gonna steal a trooper suit.
Take care of this. Keep it safe.
Oh, heck.
Hey guys.
Woo, he trusts her a lot. Oh, he's just completely still. Can't turn your head much more than that with that mandible piece.
Steady. You'll get us to the refinery.
Oh, it's their own cargoes exploding on them. Yikes.
Please stand by for reroute.
Well,
Juggernaut 4 has been
oh my gosh. Right when they have to come to this base, there happens to be a revolt.
You should have left me in prison!
Oh, I knew he'd be having second thoughts. Oh, there's a lot of pirates. He's not used to armor that just breaks, so his combat has to take that into account. And now you realize how much he's been using his armor to block physical and blaster hits over the course of the series. Every series has got to have a good train top fight, right? I think they're about to get shot by the defenses. The cavalry came, but it's TIE fighters. And that means this base is going to be on high alert if they already have. And oh, so regular short troopers. Look at that. Use every costume you got, huh? Oh,
I thought you'd be happy to see stormtroopers.
that's maybe we haven't seen Imperials saluting a lot in anywhere else. This is like one of the first times. They're all excited and cheering like you'd see the rebels doing at the end of a battle. Wow. This episode's some straight up Imperial propaganda. Imperial network security really is crappy. Din will break all his rules if he has to, when he's pushed. Now we learn if it's weird for a non-officer to be using this terminal. There we go. These officers are very suspicious still, though. It scans your face, but it doesn't check your identity while it does that. That's so weird. Weird. Why?
What's your TK number?
Oh, what's your TK number, buddy?
My command. Fill out those TPS reports. So we can
TPS reports. Oh my gosh.
Let's get a drink. Brown eyes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We're gonna have to take out those cannons. Boba's gonna get close
Hmm?
enough to listen.
Classic style gunners, not the Rogue One style.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Din is so awkward without his helmet off. You can really see it's been a long time since he's had to use his face to communicate. This was a really good job in the acting. You know, he's so awkward and like impassive in his face.
And all dead.
Well, it's a small sacrifice.
Yeah, so if you've played Battlefront, but you haven't done a lot of other new canon stuff outside of that, you know about Operation Cinder, but basically it was the operation to deal as much damage as possible to the brand New Republic, as well as to deliberately use up remaining Imperial forces at the same time. The Emperor's plan was basically that if he couldn't have the galaxy, no one would. So he took his most loyal people, sent them to the unknown regions to start creating the First Order, and the rest of the Empire was just used as ammo to deal as much damage and slow the New Republic down as much as possible. So yes, it dealt a lot of damage to the early New Republic, but it also basically destroyed most of the Empire that was left until the surrender, which is really what I want to know, because the Empire proper is surrendered by this point. So this remnant is like some weird zone where they didn't get killed in Operation Cinder, but they didn't obey the surrender either. So they're like, you know, a super loyal group, but not loyal enough to have actually been in on the plan.
For the greater good, son. They're gonna welcome us back with open arms.
Yeah, and this is where, for the outer reaches of the galaxy and the parts of the galaxy that were exploited, the Empire was clearly bad, right? But for the core worlds and a lot of the mid-rim, it was a vast improvement over the Old Republic. So you wonder, you know, like, all it took for the Empire to be popular was for them to make it better for the ruling parts of the galaxy, which it was. So all those people had to do was forget or act like they didn't know about the exploitative parts of the Empire. Oh, this op's about to get busted.
To the Empire.
Oof. Oh, you just straight up, what? You're messing up the plan, buddy. I forgot he's a sharpshooter. I love this ship so much. It's so stylish.
Got him.
Double sniper team. 2 hacks. Oh, he's gonna blow the fuel. Former imp. Always the reason why they left. Oh, the bombs from episode 2. Yes. I can't believe they brought those back. I love those things. It was not the best space scene in the series, but I did like the bombs.
All right, officer.
Nope.
Take me back.
She's gonna let you go.
That was some nice shooting back.
Because I will.
Any other time it would have meant, oh, sorry, he died.
You may think you have some idea what you are in possession
He's
of,
using the same words.
but you do not. Soon, he will be back with me.
That's dope.
He means more to me than you will ever know.
Oh, throw the gauntlet. His exact same words. Okay, so it turns out that when you have 3 sharpshooters on your team, you can escape from an Imperial base just like that. I love how, like, you could see his anger boiling over, and then finally he just shoots the guy. You're like, oh my gosh, this is how it is. Yes. Okay, well, we have 1 episode left, so that's got to be action-packed and pretty long if it's going to be the entire assault on Gideon's cruiser. And I also think that means that if we happen to fight Gideon and beat him, that we're going to be meeting Gideon's boss, because he has one. He's at most a mid-level guy. You know, his ship is not the ship of a top commander. So we're going to see, he's more like the science guy, I think. Last episode's going to be good.